What if a Pokemon evolved in every town? I took a close look at every town in the Kanto region and came up with a new evolution for our Pokemon Nomadikk here. A pure normal type Pokemon full of potential. These Pokemon are known to migrate to places that often have new trainers, and Professor Oak discovered that they evolve differently based on the town they love most. So he sent 9 adventurers to each town in the Kanto region to study what they will evolve into. Our first trainer takes his Nomadikk to Pewter City, where it evolves into Relic, a pure rock type Pokemon inspired by the mountainous areas in the surrounding area. The buildings, the gym, even Brock's giant Pokemon are all made of rocks. And the Pewter City Museum inspires Nomadikk to explore Mount Moon, where it witnesses the mysterious Clefairy dancing around a giant moonstone, triggering his evolution while eating Pewter City crunchies, the town's signature food. Its seed pouch becomes a full hiking backpack, fused with fossilized armor. Think of it as a hiker archaeologist Pokemon filled with ancient energy of Mount Moon. It learns ancient power, moon blast, iron defense, and stealth rock, with its own ability Lunar Glow, which boosts its defense and special defense by 1 stage at night, making it a bulky, tanky Pokemon with a unique niche to it. But rocks were too boring for our second trainer, and he took his Nomadikk to Cerulean City, where it evolved into Cascade, a psychic water-type Pokemon inspired by the mysterious blue aura surrounding the city, and a legendary psychic Pokemon sleeping in a cave nearby. Nomadikk could sense a legendary presence upon entering the city, and wanted a trainer to one day face it. So it evolved by meditating next to the city fountain for 1 hour straight in-game time, becoming a ninja Pokemon, representing the concentration underneath a cascading waterfall. It is thought that while meditating, a shell bit his seed patch, triggering its evolution and giving it a giant water-bending shell on its back. It kinda looks like Slurbo shell. It learns Calm Mind, Aqua Jet, Psybeam, and Reflect, with its own ability Aura Sense, which grants it 100% accuracy on all of its moves, making it a fierce Pokemon that never misses, and is probably finally ready to face Mewtwo. And this video is sponsored by Coopert, a free AI-powered shopping browser extension that automatically finds coupons, compares prices across websites, and even gives you cash back while you shop. Let's say you're trying to buy a Nintendo Switch and trying to find the best price online for it. With Coopert, you can just click on this button right here and boom, it'll show you the best prices across all major retailers like Amazon, Walmart, Best Buy, and even more. It even lets you track price history too, so you know if you're getting the best deal or not. And with a name like Coopert, it's going to help you find coupons as well. It can automatically test coupon codes for you at checkout and instantly apply the best one, so you don't have to waste time searching for working codes yourself, especially when you're trying to order pizza like last minute. And Coopert is so confident in their extension that if they ever miss a coupon you find yourself, they'll give you your money back. Or if they fail to save your money 3 times in a row, they will give you money. So you know Cooper's taking this all seriously. And the best part about this extension is you can literally earn money back through tons of major retailers too. All you have to do is activate cash back before checkout, and Coopert handles the rest. So if you want to save money while shopping online, make sure you download Coopert today using the link down below in the description. Coopert already works across over 200,000 stores and is used by millions of shoppers every week. So let me know what you're planning on buying this week. And remember, the link is down below in the description to add to your browser. Now, let's get back to our next adventurer. Although this legendary presence frightened our third trainer, and he took his Nomadikk to Vermilion City, where it evolved into Captain, a fighting steel-type Pokemon, inspired by protecting the people of Vermilion from invading Grimer and Muck. With tourists from all around the world arriving through the SS Anne, the city runs on a booming tourist economy, and works hard to keep its streets clean and water pollution free, something NPCs actually mention in the game. Nomadikk sees that threat and trains at a nearby construction site alongside fighting-type Pokemon, like Machoke and Girder, allowing it to evolve into a heroic protector. Its seed patch becomes a Captain America-styled shield with a crossed-out Muck logo on it, and its body hardens like steel, making it naturally immune to poison-type moves, making it the natural rival of the invading Grimer and Muck. It learns Close Combat, Iron Head, Protect, and Anchor Shot, with its own ability Harbor Guard, which causes any poison-type move aimed at it to raise its attack by 1 stage instead, making it the perfect hero for Vermilion City. Our fourth trainer wasn't really into being a hero though, but more of a villain, and he took his Nomadikk to Celadon City, where it evolved into Racketeer, a pure Dark-type Pokemon inspired by Team Rocket. You would think it would evolve into a Grass-type Pokemon because Celadon City screams greenery. It's called the City of Rainbow Dreams. The gym leader uses Grass-type Pokemon, and the gym badge she gives out is called the Rainbow Badge, which represents water and sunlight, which are the 2 things that plants need to grow. But the underground gang activity with Team Rocket corrupted this Nomadikk. The moment the trainer entered the game corner, the neon lights, the slot machines seduced Nomadikk into wanting to become rich. And when the player hit the jackpot caught in the slot machines, it triggered its evolution. Its seed patch transformed into a swag bag full of game corner coins, with his body growing oil slick fur that reflects rainbows of his innocent past, a symbol of Celadon's beauty mixed with the pure corruption that it has. And it even makes sense in the lore of Pokemon because Dark-type Pokemon like Houndour and Murkrow can only be found in the rocks surrounding the city, and not even in their own region. So the city attracts Dark-type Pokemon, or as we know them in Japan, Evil-type Pokemon. And after becoming evil, it learns Foul Play, Night Slash, Payday, and Parting Shot, with its own ability, House's Edge, where it basically cheats in battle. Once per battle when Racketeer would have been knocked out, it flips a coin to survive at 1 HP, reflecting his higher roller lifestyle, the perfect mod boss of Dark-type Pokemon in this town. But the temptation of joining Team Rocket didn't sway our 5th trainer though, and he ended up in Lavender Town, with his Nomadikk evolving into Oracle, a normal ghost-type Pokemon. This town is home to both the living and the dead, as the Pokemon Tower is a place where trainers visit the graves of their departed Pokemon, while Dr. Fuji, the renowned scientist who helped create Mewtwo, now dedicates his life to fostering homeless and abandoned Pokemon here, which inspired this trainer's Nomadikk to help comfort the local Cubone by searching for his mother in the Pokemon Tower. And after identifying 4 Pokemon with a Silph Scope, it evolved, becoming a Pokemon that guides wandering spirits to the afterlife, and discovering Cubone's mother had passed away. And the number 4 is significant here, because in Japan the words for 4 and death sound identical, so it becomes the perfect Pokemon to cross the living plane to the afterlife plane. It learns Shadow Ball, Hyper Voice, Will-O-Wisp, and Memento, with his own ability being Spirit Guide, where when a teammate faints while Oracle is on the field in a double battle, it revives him as a Ghost-type Pokemon with half health instead, making it one of the best support Pokemon that exists. Our 6th trainer had a soft spot for nature, and took her Nomadikk to Fuchsia City, where it evolved into Eco, a pure Fairy-type Pokemon inspired by the harmony of the Safari Zone. And you would expect a city with a Poison-type gym and a Ninja-style gym leader to produce something a little more darker, but Fuchsia City is actually one of the most biodiverse places in all of Kanto. The Safari Zone alone has its Pokemon from completely different regions, like Exeggutor from Alola, Kangaskhan from an Australian-based region, and even Dragonair, who probably comes from the Dragon's Den in Johto, all coexisting in one untouched ecosystem, hence why it evolves into a Pokemon named Eco. And Nomadikk was so moved by this balance between people and Pokemon that it evolved by defeating Koga with Dazzling Gleam, which is a reference to the move deleter Mr. Dazzling, who was replaced in later games with a couple that gives you the TM for Dazzling Gleam, funny enough. Its seed patch bloomed into a grass terrarium dome, carrying a tiny living world on its back, complete with trees, a pond, flowers, and small creatures that came to life inside. Just look at them, they're so cute. The terrarium even changes with seasons depending on wherever Eco is currently is. And it lures Dazzling Gleam, Aromatherapy, Misty Terrain, and Moonlight, with its own ability Living World, whereas Terranium adapts to the environment by boosting grass-type moves in the sunlight and water-type moves in the rain, making it the perfect partner for any trainer who values harmony over power. But nature didn't appeal to our 7th trainer because he was all about technology, more of a Black City kind of guy, and he took his Nomadikk to Saffron City, where it evolved into Tech, a pure electric-type Pokemon inspired by the overwhelming technological ambition of the biggest city in Kanto. The Silph Company, for instance, their headquarters is based here, and the company itself is responsible for the Master Ball, the Silph Scope, Rotom's Forms, and even the Pokegear, all incredibly advanced inventions. They even created a living digital Pokemon with Porygon right in their own labs. And then you have the Magnet Train in Saffron City that connects Kanto and Johto, being one of the most impressive engineering feats in the entire Pokemon world. And Nomadikk absorbed all of this, like literally, because when the trainer rode the Magnet Train while it held onto a nugget, the nugget absorbed the train's electricity and triggered its evolution. Since gold connects electricity, and Saffron Zone to be the shining golden land of commerce. Its seed patch became a massive battery canister with the Silph Company logo on it, because the Silph Company wanted free advertising on this Pokemon, and its legs hardened into blade fin shoes built for one thing: scaling skyscrapers and absorbing surrounding electricity. Think Blaziken infused with Electabuzz with a touch of Rotom. It runs straight up the sides of buildings, with sparks arcing between its fins as it goes. It learns Wild Charge, Thunderbolt, Magnet Rise, and Volt Switch, with its own ability Overclock, where it has priority on all attacking moves, making it the perfect Pokemon for this environment, and incredibly good for Pokemon battling. Although our 8th trainer didn't have an interest in technology, but rather a burning curiosity about the past, about where the sleeping legendary Pokemon from Cerulean City came from, and took his Nomadikk to Cinnabar Island, where it evolved into Sherlock, a ground fire-type Pokemon, inspired by the mystery buried beneath the ruins. Cinnabar Island's slogan was the fiery town of burning desires. Before the volcano erupted, it left the whole place in ruins, swept beneath all of the molten magma. The Pokemon Mansion, where Dr. Fuji and Blaine ran the experiments that created Mewtwo, was completely destroyed. All of the documents charred and the answers buried under ash. This trainer's Nomadikk couldn't leave without knowing what happened, so it used Dig on the island to unearth the secrets layers beneath, triggering its evolution. Its seed patch became a sack of burnt scrolls that it covered while digging. Its body fused with the remaining droplets of magma from the island's volcano, and it found a magnifying glass that engulfs in flames to read the charred documents of what they once contained. It is a personification of a Sherlock Holmes Pokemon, driven to uncover the truth. And after evolving, it learns Dig, Flamethrower, Earth Power, and Smokescreen, with its own ability Cold Case, which reveals the opponent's full moveset upon entering battle, making Sherlock a true detective and essential for identifying your opponent. And out of all the trainers, our final trainer got the hardest assignment of all from Professor Oak, and took his Nomadikk to every town in the Kanto region before making his way back to Viridian City, where it evolved into Backtrack, a pure flying-type Pokemon and the only evolution in this entire line that can't happen unless Nomadikk has already visited every other town first. Every other evolution needs one specific place, but Backtrack needs to be inspired by the whole region as a whole. And Viridian City is the paradoxical town of Kanto, because it's the first city that you visit from Pallet Town and the last gym you challenge. So when a Nomadikk that has explored the entire region finally returns here, it's filled with nostalgia and readiness to begin another journey. And it evolves when a trainer tries to have one of their Pokemon fly inside the gym, representing their ambition. Its seed pouch becomes Red's iconic backpack with every gym badge sewn onto it, and it gets a Robin Hood-like cap that holds onto to focus its new bird's eye view of the world. And with its winged ankle feet, it can fly anywhere it wants, making it truly free to venture the entire region. It learns Aerial Ace, Brave Bird, Tailwind, and its signature move, Reminisce, where Backtrack looks back on his entire journey and raises all of his stats by one stage, along with his own ability Full Circuit as well, where Backtrack cycles through all of his gym badges that is collected and uses their gym badge boost to power up his moves by 1.3 times, making it the ultimate adventurer of the Kanto region, one that has seen it all and is always ready to see it all again. So Professor Oak discovered that Nomadikk evolves into Relic, Cascade, Captain, Racketeer, Oracle, Eco, Tech, Sherlock, and Backtrack, essentially becoming a legendary Pokemon if a strong enough trainer is able to take it to every town and win every gym badge of a region. That's what happens when a Pokemon evolves in every town.